Sometimes you are just too busy to make lunch. It's the sad reality of being an adult. You just don't always have time to meal prep. But that's okay because we can still grow our muscles with on-the-go high-protein options. And today we're putting coffee chains to the test to find out which one has the best high-protein on-the-go option. We're going to the main three big ones, Costa, Starbucks and Caffe Nero, and we're going to put their options to the test in terms of protein content, practicality, and just how good they taste in general. Let's start with Caffe Nero. If you don't know, Caffe Nero is my favorite coffee chain. I don't know why, it just feels so fancy to me. And they have this vegan, this isn't chicken, Arrabbiata. They warm it up. It comes sliced in half. It looks really good, although it's not very filled. But let's give this a taste. So this has 351 calories and 19 grams of protein, which is quite good. That sauce is so good. Yes. Protein content, very good. The bread is a little bit on the thin side. The filling isn't huge, but the taste is really full, like it's really there. So I understand why there's not a lot of the sauce, because otherwise it would just be so overpowering. There's not a lot of chicken pieces in it. It's a bit sparse, but the Arrabbiata sauce is just so good. But look at how small, like, it's so thin. I don't understand why. That panini, I would say, gets an 8.2 even. I just wish there was a bit more chicken pieces in it and that the bread was a little bit fluffier. It was very thin. And also, if you're on the go, they took forever warming that up. So in that sense, practicality, I wasn't really too impressed, because if I'm rushing, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. You can also get a little treat for yourself that's high in protein, because we have this granola flapjack. Now, this has 350 calories and 8 grams of protein. If you want a little treat, you can always have a little treat. Okay. This is unexpectedly delicious. If you know me, you know that I don't like fruity desserts. This is really great. It's not too sweet, so it won't make you sickly. And it's nice and thick, which I love. I'd rate this a 6.8. I like this. Great. And who doesn't like a little sweet treat at lunch? Next, we're going on to Starbucks, who have a few options. You can get the no fiery chicken wrap. I went for the Beyond Meat breakfast. Oh, it's nice and warm. Now see this thickness of bread, I really like. Oh, okay. That's a Beyond Meat patty, and I think it's with cheese, which actually has melted quite well, and ketchup. It has 420 calories and 20 grams of protein, so a little bit less than the Caffe Nero one. Is it practical? Yes, I can just drag this about with me anywhere. I can be in the airport, and take it with me. Like, this doesn't get in my way. Very practical. But taste-wise, I don't know. The Beyond Meat patty just doesn't really do it for me, if I'm being honest with you. The cheese is nice. A bit bland, but it's melted, so that's a good sign. The Beyond Meat patty is soft, but we know that from McDonald's because, I think I just have a thing about Beyond Meat, I don't know. The bread is nice and fluffy, so that's good. Protein-wise, it's alright. Definitely not the highest protein option. I feel like the bread to everything else going on ratio is quite poor. I would give this a 6. I'm not rushing to it. I don't crave this. Yeah, it's alright. It's good for on the go. It's not amazing. And you can get yourself a high protein drink as well. I have a soya milk iced latte with sugar-free caramel syrup. So this has 105 calories, I think, and 8 grams of protein, which is quite good. Soy milk has the highest protein content in all plant milks, so that's the one I would go for. Oh, I love an iced latte. Let's discuss price, because the Caffe Nero cost me £7.50 for the panini and the granola. And bear in mind, the panini is... I've eaten from both of them. Together, that makes quite a big panini, And the granola is filling. So £7.50 isn't too bad. So the Caffe Nero options, I would put them at an 8. I would say they're quite good and practical, and they taste really good, and they're high in protein. The Starbucks cost me £9.50 for a drink and a Beyond Meat sandwich. The Beyond Meat patty sandwich was £5.25. Is that worth the price? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. For that the little bun, no. £5.25, way too much. Starbucks, I would give their high protein options a 6, all in all. And now next we're going to Costa. I thought I'd treat you to something special from Costa, so I actually went and got all 3 high protein options. Yes, all 3. The sun went out for this one, but don't worry, luckily I caught it in time, so the other 2 will be back to normal. Now this is BOSH's plant-based Smokin barbecue chicken panini. Look at the size of that. I'm surprised they didn't cut this one in half. It definitely makes it less practical, but it's giving me Scooby-Doo vibes, which I absolutely adore. The thickness of this bread is the epitome of a panini if you ask me, and it's nicely dusted with flour as well. The bread is firm but not tough, and look at the way the cheese is melted. It looks delicious. So appearance scores high here. The chicken pieces are thoroughly spread throughout, but there's not much filling, and the spinach inside was stringy and a little bit soggy, which made the texture quite unpleasant. The sauce itself was unflavorful, mildly sweet at best, with very little tones of barbecue and absolutely no smokiness. It's so disappointing when a sandwich under-delivers on what it's named for. It's the most expensive of the 3 options at £5.70, and it's also the one with the lowest protein profile. So for the price of this, I'd definitely say this one is not worth it. 6 out of 10. Can we appreciate the fact that I've gone to not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 separate Costas so that I can find this high protein Costa spicy chicken fajita wrap? Crazy, but we are here with the little Costa goodie bag. So we're gonna try the Toastie, the ham and cheese Toastie, and we're also gonna try the fajita wrap. This is the Crackin ham and cheese Toastie. I think it's their longest plant-based option on the menu, to be honest. I remember having this back in uni days, 2019. So this is a long-standing option. It's nice, it's warm, it's cut unevenly. I'm not impressed. It's £4.50, I believe. Okay, change locations. The cheese is melted, which I'm really happy about. And it looks like there's quite a thick layer of the ham, but I don't know. The ham is a really weird color, and I've never really liked the vegan ham in this. I think this is corn ham. This is 330 calories and 12 grams of protein. The cheese in this is really good. I can't believe it's actually melted, fully like squeezing and everything. I wish there was a bit more ham in it. I don't think there's a lot of ham. The cheese is a little overpowering in comparison to how much ham there is. So it's a little bit underwhelming, the ham itself. Don't really think it's a great ham choice. No, the texture is way off and it's too thick compared to normal ham. So the texture is not there. It's not my type of lunch, to be honest. It's a bit bland. All in all, I would give this a 4. I don't think that this is worth £4.50, but it's there as a high protein on the go option. The cheese I'm really impressed with. Wow. I don't know if I like the bread from the Toastie, and I don't like the way that they cut it. I guess minus points from me. I don't know what was going on there. Nice that they cut it up at least, but yeah, it's a bit of a boring one. Next, the chicken that we have fought so hard to get. Okay, so this is half of it. It's not particularly big. This is £5. Ooh, look at the inside though. There's a lot. I'm quite impressed with how much chicken they put in that. And it's saucy. Looks like there's onions, tomatoes. It does ooze out. Yes, it was a battle getting this, but I'm glad that we did. There's such a good Mexican taste to it. And the sauce, the chicken pieces, very nice texture. And the sauce is consistent. So the consistency of this is great. Usually they're very ungenerous with how much chicken pieces they put in, but this isn't like that. And the actual chicken pieces they've used are good quality. Yeah, nice and chewy. A little bit sweet. Underwhelming on the spice, but consistency great, practicality great. They've cut it in half, that's nice, unlike the panini. And it's very full, like it's filled to the brim, and I like that. I like that about a wrap, you know me. The mixture of peppers and tomatoes gives it a slightly sweet taste, but again, it's just missing on the spicy. I hate it when they underdeliver. How can you call it a spicy chicken wrap, but it's not spicy? Okay, I've just checked it and I stand corrected. It's not the spicy chicken wrap, it's the saucy chicken wrap, and it is saucy, so I'll give them that. It is saucy. It's 390 calories and 15 grams of protein, so it's the higher protein option, and it is really delicious. I love it. It has a slight spice but not overwhelming, and all in all I would give that one 9.1. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I like that one a lot. I'm glad we traveled so far to get it. So out of all of the cafes, Starbucks, Caffe Nero and Costa, I would say Costa has the biggest range, the best variety. You have all the options there. They're quite similar protein wise, so you can go for any of them, to be honest. BOSH really did good bringing in those 2 extra options. Out of all of the cafe options, the one I would most go for is the saucy chicken fajita wrap. So Costa's the winner. Costa wins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you want me to review next. And check out this video that's coming up because I think you're gonna like that one as well. I'll see you there.